Good morning, my dear participants. Welcome to day 2 and session 2 of Fun with Electric Circuit course. We are going to see logic gates. Logic gates are the basic building blocks of any digital system. It is an electronic circuit which is functioning based on the logic. So classification of logic gates, we have three different types of logic gates. First one is basic logic gates, which comprises of AND gate, NOT gate, OR gate, universal logic gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, other logic gates, XOR and XNOR. So these are the symbols of various logic gates. They have AND, they have NAND, OR, NOR, NOT, XOR, XNOR. So we are going to see the various combinational circuit which can be built from different types of logic gates. So the basic combinational circuit is half adder. So an adder is a digital circuit that performs addition of numbers. Half adder is a combinational logic circuit which is used for adding two single bit numbers. It consists of two inputs and two outputs. So the outputs are sum and carry. So this is the block diagram of a half adder circuit. You have input A, input B, and your output is sum and carry. Logic diagram. So this is the logic diagram of half adder. You have A, B, sum and carry. So in this logic diagram, you can able to see two different gates connected. The upper one is XOR gate and the lower one is AND gate. So now we will see the binary addition of two single bit numbers. So 0 plus 0 will give 0, 0 plus 1 will give 1, 1 plus 0 will give 1, 1 plus 1 will give 1 and 0. So 0 is sum here and 1 is carry here. So this is the truth table of a half adder circuit. So you have inputs A and B and you have outputs sum and carry. So when both the inputs are 0, your sum and carry is 0. When any one of the input is 1, your sum will be 1 and carry will be 0. When both the inputs are 1, your sum will be 0 and carry will be 1. So this is the implementation of a half adder circuit in every circuit app. So we are going to see it later. This is the screenshot. So now we have a 0-0 combination. We have an XOR gate, an AND gate connected to 150 ohm resistors, and it is connected to LED and ground connection. So when both the logic A and B are 0 and 0, your sum is 0 and your carry is 0. So here you have 0, 1, which is 1 as sum and a 0 as carry. So 1, 0, you have a 0 as a carry and 1 as sum. So if both the inputs are 1, so your carry is 1 and your sum is 0. So full adder. So the main drawback of your half adder circuit is that the carry which is generated for the combination 1 and 1 cannot be added. So we can able to construct full adder to overcome this disadvantage, and full adder can be constructed from two half adders and an OR gate. The full adder adds three 1-bit numbers. So the third bit is your carry, input carry from the previous operation. So and it produces two outputs. One is sum and another one is carry out. So this is the schematic representation where you can able to connect your two half adders and an OR gate in order to build your full adder circuit. So this is the circuit diagram. You can have a XOR gate and AND gate. So this is half adder number 1. XOR gate and AND gate. So this is half adder number 2. And you have OR gate, so which is your carry out, and the output of your XOR gate number 2 is your sum. So this is the truth table of your full adder circuit. You have two inputs, A, B, and the third one is C in. So here you can see if all the three inputs are 0, your sum and carry is 0. If any one input is 1, your sum is 1 and carry is 0. So here you have 0, 0, 1, your sum is 1 and carry is 0. Here you have 0, 1, 0, your sum is 1 and the carry is 0. When both the inputs are, when two inputs out of three inputs are 1, so then your carry is 1, then sum is 0. So for a combination 0, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 1, so you have sum 0 and your carry is 1. So here 1, 0, 0, you have sum 1 and your carry 0. So here again you have a carry 1 and your sum is 0. When all the three inputs are 1, your sum is also 1 and your carry is also 1. So the full adder circuit can be implemented using every circuit app. So you have two half adders. This is half adder 1 and this is half adder 2, and here you have a OR gate. So you have a LED connected with the current limiting resistor. Here again another LED connecting with the current limiting resistor for carry out, and this is for sum. So when your combination is 0, 0, 0, so both the outputs are 0. When you have 0, 0, 1, your sum is 1 and carry is 0. For 0, 1, 0, your sum is 1 and carry is 0. For 0, 0, 1, your sum is 0 and your carry is 1. For 1, 0, 0, your sum is 1 and carry is 0. For 1, 0, 1 combination, your sum is 0 and carry is 1. For 1, 1, 0, your sum is 0 and carry is 1. For all the three inputs at high, that is 1, you have sum 1 and your carry is also 1. So next combinational circuit is your half subtractor. So half subtractor is used to subtract two binary numbers, zeros and ones. So it consists of two inputs and two outputs. Here two outputs are named as difference and borrow. So in half adder circuit, you have a sum and carry. In half subtractor circuit, you have difference and borrow. So this is the block diagram of a half subtractor. You have two inputs A and B, and you have two outputs difference and borrow. So this is the logic circuit. So your half subtractor can be constructed with the help of XOR gate and NOT gate and your AND gate. So your inputs A and B and your outputs are difference and borrow. So this is the truth table. So your inputs is X and Y and outputs is D and B. So you are going to subtract your inputs. So 0 minus 0, difference is 0 and your borrow is 0. 0 minus 1, we are subtracting 1 from 0. So we have to borrow, right? So if we borrow 1, then your X will become 1, 0 minus 1. So your difference is 1 and your borrow is 1. So when your X is 1 and Y is 0, your difference is 1 and borrow is 0. Your X is 1 and Y is 1. So your output's difference is 0 and borrow is also 0. So this half subtractor can be implemented using every circuit. So here you can see the half subtractor is constructed with the help of XOR gate, NOT gate, and AND gate. So you have two current limiting resistors and two LEDs and two grounds. So now the half subtractor is at a 0, 0 logic. So 0 minus 0, your difference is 0 and your borrow is also 0. Here 0 and 1. So your difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. So 1 and 0, so your difference is 1 and borrow is 0. 1 minus 1, so your difference is also 0 and borrow is also 0. So again, here the drawback similar to your half adder circuit is, so it cannot able to take in the borrow of the previous operation. So you can do only subtraction of two single bit numbers. So in order to have the subtraction of three single bit numbers, so you can able to construct a full subtractor, which is a combinational circuit that performs the subtraction of two bits. One is minuend and another is subtrahend, taking into account borrow of the previous adjacent lower minimum bit. So here the circuit has three inputs. One is A, B, and the third one is B in. The output, you have difference and borrow. So this is the block diagram of a full subtractor. You have A, B, B in, and your output is D and B out. So this is the logic circuit where you can see full subtractor can be constructed from two half subtractor. This is half subtractor 1 and this is a half subtractor 2, and you have OR gate. So you have difference and B out. So this is the truth table of your full subtractor. So here you have a X, Y, and your Bn. So you have three input. So now we are going to subtract Y from X. So 0 minus 0 is 0, and again 0 minus 0 is 0. So borrow is also 0. So now we are going to subtract 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is 1. There is no borrow. So here 0 minus 1 we have to borrow here. So this 0 will become 1 0. 1 0 minus 1 is 1, and 1 minus 0 is 1. The borrow is also 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. So the difference is 0 and your borrow is 0. And here you have 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 1. So the difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. So when we are subtracting 1 from 0, so we have to borrow. So this 0 becomes 1 0, and here you have 1. So 1 0 minus 1, the difference is 1. We have borrowed 1, so the borrow is also 1. So here 1 minus 0 is 1, and 1 minus 1 is 0, and the borrow is also 0. So 0 minus 1, it is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0, and the borrow is also 1. So here 1 minus 1 is 0, and 0 minus 1 is 1. Here borrow is also 1. So this is the implementation of a full subtractor circuit with the help of every circuit app. So here we have two half subtractors connected together. So we have current limiting resistors, and we have LEDs, and a ground point is also connected. So now we have several combinations. So this is your B in, and here it is Y and X. So X, Y, B in. So first B in is 0, and we are going to have various combinations of X and Y. Then B in is 1. Then we can have various combinations of X and Y. So here you can see. So the first case is borrow in is 0. You have 0, 0. So your difference is 0 and borrow is 0. So when you have 1, 0, so your difference is 1 and borrow is 0. When you have a 0, 1, so then your difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. So when you have 1, 1, then your difference is 0 and your borrow is also 0. So then you have B in as 1. Then X is 0 and Y is 0. So your difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. You have a 1 0 combination, so your difference is 0 and your borrow is also 0. So here 0 1 combination, your difference is 0 but your borrow is 1. So you have a 1 1 combination and your Bn also 1. So your difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. So then we are going to discuss about earth leakage circuit breaker. Before that, we have to see why electrical protection is necessary for electrical appliances which we are using at home. So we are using various types of electrical appliances. So all these appliances are to be electrically grounded, or in other words, it can be electrically protected, right? So if it is not electrically protected and if there is a leakage current or earth fault due to short circuit condition or failure of electrical insulation, then if we touch those appliances, then we can able to feel the electric shock. So in order to protect us and also in order to protect our electric appliances, so we have to electrically ground those appliances what we are using in home. So this protection can be done with the help of earth leakage circuit breaker. So here this earth leakage circuit breaker will detect the leakage current flowing to the earth terminal. So it will trip the power supply. So the power supply will not be available to the electric appliances. So this earth leakage circuit breaker have two different types. So one is voltage earth leakage circuit breaker and current earth leakage circuit breaker. So this is the circuit diagram of voltage earth leakage circuit breaker. So you have a load which is connected to three phase R, Y, V and a neutral wire. So you have a relay coil which is connected to the load as well as the ground, and the relay coil is also connected to the main contacts of R, Y, B and neutral. The load is grounded here for safety purpose. So here the operation of voltage earth leakage circuit breaker is that, so when you have the R phase, Y phase or B phase which is connected to a load, or you can have a single phase load with a phase and neutral. So you will have a potential difference between phase and neutral under normal operating condition. So if an earth fault occurs or if electrical insulation failure occurs or if short circuit condition is there, then the potential difference between the phase and the neutral will not be the same, right? So if there is a large difference in the potential of your R phase, Y phase, B phase and neutral, so then the difference amount of electric current will flow into your earth point. So at that time, your electric appliances is not protected. So it is having a fault condition. So when you touch your load or when you touch your electric appliances, you may feel an electrical shock. So at that time, so the difference in the potential of your phase and neutral, so the proportional amount of current will flow into your earth point. The same amount of current will flow into your relay. So the relay coil will be activated. So the relay will trip. The relay will trip the supply and your load will be disconnected. So then your circuit breaker will be reset and it is operated normally. So whenever you have a fault condition, so the relay will be operated and your electric appliances is safeguarded from your fault condition. So here you have a current earth leakage circuit breaker or residual current circuit breaker. So this is the circuit diagram of your current earth leakage circuit breaker. So here the amount of current flowing into the phase will be the same flowing in the neutral. So if the current is passing in this direction in phase, it will go into the load and it will return into the neutral wire. So the direction of current flowing in phase and neutral are opposite to each other. So here you have a single phase system where you have phase and neutral. You have a relay which is connected to the transformer. So you have a load which is earthed here. So if there is any difference in the current flowing in phase wire and the neutral wire, so you have that difference in current will also flow through the earth point. So you have current flowing in the earth terminal. So then your relay will be activated. So when there is a difference in current, so the difference in current will produce an MMF, right? So your transformer will be activated, which will send a signal to your relay. So the relay will be activated and then the relay will disconnect your load from the supply. So then this is your three-phase residual current circuit breaker or current earth leakage circuit breaker. So the same principle is applied for a three-phase. So whenever there is a difference in current between a phase and a neutral wire, so you have the difference in amount which is also flowing into the earth. So the load or a domestic appliance what we are using is under fault condition. So the difference in current will produce an MMF. So that will activate your transformer. So the transformer will send signal to your relay. So the relay will be activated. So that relay will trip and then it will protect your load from the fault condition. So then we will see how right. So then we will see how we can able to implement the combinational circuit what we have discussed using every circuit app. So in every circuit app, you have to sign up using your username. You have to type your mail ID, you have to write your password, then you have to select either student, enthusiast, teacher, or professional. So you have to sign up. So this is a 24-hour trial free software. Then after 1 day, you have to purchase the software for $14.99. So if you are an existing user, then you can sign in into the every circuit app using your username and password. So you have to type your username and your password, then you can able to sign in. So now it is signed in. And this is your screen. So now we will have the half adder circuit. So this is your workspace. You can able to create any type of circuit in your workspace. So you have a voltage sources, you have a current source, resistor, inductor, and a capacitor. You have a ground, you have voltmeter, ammeter, and ohm meter. You have a voltage controlled voltage source, voltage controlled current source, and current controlled voltage source and current controlled current source, a variable resistor, a potentiometer, transformer, op amp, so various types of switches. Then you have a lamp, you have a motor, you have LED, you have diodes, you have transistor, you have MOSFETs. So this is your logic source, and this is your logic train. And then you have various types of gates, and you have various types of flip-flops. You have a 7-segment display, and you have binary to 7-segment decoder. You have a counter, 555 timer, and analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. So these are the various elements available with which we can able to build our circuit. So now we require the logic source here. So your elements can be brought to the workspace by just simply clicking it. You can click n times, so it can be brought into your workspace. Right. Right. So we want your XOR, we want AND gate, we want a resistor. So whatever the elements we want, we can able to bring it to the workspace by simply clicking once. If you want more number of resistors, so you can click more number of times so that you can able to get it. And we require a LED. We require LED. LED is here. So you can able to rotate any element by pressing R. And again, you can do that by pressing R. So resistor. You have another one resistor. And you have the LED. So you can able to delete any element by clicking on them and press delete. You can delete. You can delete. You can delete. Here. So now you can able to change the value of any element. For example, first click R to rotate. Then you can able to change the value by clicking A. So here the resistance is 1 kilo ohm. So you can able to rotate this by pressing this yellow triangle, and you can move either in clockwise or counterclockwise direction. You see on the screen the resistance is changing. You can able to increase or decrease from minimum value to maximum value, right? So now this is the circuit of your half adder. So we have two logic sources. We have a XOR gate. We have AND gate. So two resistors and two LEDs and a ground. And it is very simple by connecting all the elements together. So I will show how to connect. So this is your logic source, and this is your XOR. So just click this point and this point, it will be connected, and this point and this point, it will be connected. So you have to just press the 2 points which you have to connect. And again, you can drag this after connection. You can adjust this in order to make the circuit look neat. Or if you want other elements to be added, you can able to drag it like this. So now we will go into this. So we have a half adder circuit here. So the logic is 0 0 now. So this is the simulation. If you press this, then it will be simulated, and this is the capture button. So you can able to take a screenshot either in a black background as well as in white background. So to undo, you have to press Ctrl plus Z, right? So this every circuit app is easy to use, and you can able to visualize the real time circuits, right? So here you can see the flow of current, you can see the LED or lamp glowing, the motor running. You can able to see everything with the help of this app, right? So now let me start the simulation. So we have the logic 0 0. So your sum is also 0 and your carry is also 0. So when you have 0 1 combination, so your sum is 1. So your LED is glowing. You can change the color of the LED here. So when your sum is 1 0, and again, sorry, when your logic is 1 0, so your sum is 1 and your carry is 0. When both the inputs are 1 1, so your sum is 0 and your carry is 1. So this is the operation of a half adder circuit. So full adder circuit can be constructed using two half adder circuits. So this is the circuit diagram of a full adder circuit. So you have two half adders here. So XOR and XOR and AND. And here you have a OR gate. So two current limiting resistors and two LEDs, and you have a ground. So now let us start the simulation. So 0 0 0 combination you have. So your sum is 0 and your carry is 0. So 0 0 1. You have sum 1, carry 0. So 0 1 0. Your sum 1, carry 0. So 0 1 1. Your sum 0, carry 1. So then 1 0 0. 1 0 0. So your sum is 1, carry is 0. 1 0 1. Your sum is 0, carry is 1. 1 1 0. So your sum is 0, carry is 1. For 1 1 1, your sum is also 1 and carry is also 1. So it is easy to construct a full adder circuit with the help of two half adder circuit. So then we will implement half subtractor. So half subtractor, this is the circuit diagram of half subtractor. This is the circuit diagram of half subtractor. So here you have XOR gate, here you have a NOT gate, here you have AND gate. So here is the logic source, it's connected. So we have two current limiting resistors, two LEDs, and we have a ground connection. So now let us start the simulation. So we have 0 0, 0 minus 0, the difference is 0, and your borrow is also 0, and 0 minus 1. So here we have a borrow also 1 and the difference also 1. So then 1 minus 0. So your difference is 1 and borrow is 0. 1 minus 1. So both your difference and borrow is 0. So then we will discuss the implementation of full subtractor, where you can able to do it with the help of connecting two half subtractor and an OR gate. So you see XOR gate, NOT and AND gate, it will form half subtractor 1. And here another XOR gate, NOT gate and your AND gate will form another half subtractor. So here you have XOR OR gate. So you have two current limiting resistors, and then you have two LEDs, and here you have a ground connection. So first let us change this value of this resistor. The value is so high, so the current will not flow. So we will keep it like this, 150 ohm. Right. So now let us simulate. So you have two different combinations. So first you have a V in, that is the third input Either it may be 0 or 1. So first let us keep this as 0. So we can have various combinations. So 0, 0, your difference is 0 and borrow out is also 0. So when you have a 0, 1, your difference is also 1 and your borrow is also 1. When you have 1, 0, your difference is 1 but your borrow is 0. When you have 1, 1, your difference is also 0 and borrow is also 0. The same is repeated, the same combinations is repeated for borrow in 1. So now borrow in is taken as 1. So we have 0 minus 0 minus 1. So your difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1. So then 0, 1 combination. So your difference is 0 but your borrow is 1. Then 1, 0 combination. Your difference is 0 and your borrow is also 0. Then 1, 1 combination. Both your difference is 1 and your borrow is 1. So by this way, you can able to implement any circuit and you can able to simulate those circuits in real time, right? Thank you.